Morning, beautiful souls. This is Calista. I hope this video finds you well. It's a very early 4:23 a.m. here in Scotland, and I'm outside to witness the sunrise. But as you can see, it's very, very light and beautiful this morning. The reason I'm up so early to record is last night I did my first conscious death rite, which sounds very somber, but really in truth it was just a ceremony to mark the end of a lot of aspects and cycles and beliefs that were ready to die and transform into a new life, a new light, a new energy. And a lot of people were asking over Facebook how I did this right, and I just really did it intuitively, having done something like this before in this lifetime, but was inspired by just a sequence of events that have been happening in my life to really let go of the old, and also by a soul sister who had done a lot of shamanic rites. So last night I took a beautiful cleansing crystal bath, just got very clear, sang a lot of mantras. I particularly like the Adi Shakti Kundalini mantra, which is all about becoming one with the Divine Mother and the Divine Feminine aspect within. That really does give me a lot of strength and really brings me back into my divine self. So I sang that in the bath last night, and then came outside in this most amazing garden that I'm very blessed to have. It's got such high energy, such a dense array of different types of elementals who are always very much on hand to help me transform. So thank you, beautiful garden and nature spirits. And came out here, created a sacred circle, and wrote down everything that I was ready to release. And it was a lot, spanning from releasing spirit guides who the contracts were up. It was time for them to move on. And also limiting beliefs, self-sabotage patterns, connections of others, connections of friends who it's ready for us to move on, past relationship ties, and even a lot of hooks that I had in my back from other people. I tend to be a big mirror for people in this lifetime, and that's okay. I totally understand that role. So there was a lot for me to clear. Here's another cat. Wondering where our breakfast is at 4 o'clock in the morning. And asked Archangel Azrael, the angel of transition, although a lot of books call him the angel of death, but he likes the word transition because truly there is never a true death. There's only a transformation into another form. So called Archangel Azrael to come forward, and he took everything that I wanted to release and to let die in that sense of the word, as well as his beautiful twin flame aspect, and also the aspect of the phoenix came forward and the earth elementals. And then I just had a ceremony where I burnt everything that I wanted to release and let go of. And it was quite supernatural, I must admit. It's probably because I was sitting in this garden at the dead of night, and very, very active, and quite poignant because one of the spirit guides I had to let go of was the energy of my grandmother, who I physically knew in this life. And when she passed, she became very much an important guide for me. And just through working with her and releasing the titles of grandmother, I realised that we had many lifetimes together, and in fact we were soul sisters. And her energy needed to release from me to bring in the new consciousness of the daughter that I will have in this life, a beautiful soul who is really ready to be born physically. So I was letting go of my gran to make way for my daughter, which probably sounds a little bit surreal, but for me, I understand it, I get it. So just releasing those contracts and vows that were needed to die and transform. And then I had a period of mourning, which I believe is really healthy, and just sat in bed and worked with crystals as I do every night, and particularly I found what was healing last night for me anyway for the death rite was orange calcite and Herkimer diamond and smoky quartz, and also this beautiful clear quartz that wanted to go into the bath with me to cleanse, that wanted to come and sit in ceremony to help transmute the energy, and also right now this morning as we witness this dawn, she wanted to be here. So I just appreciated all the energies, all the connections, all the relationships, all the guides for their love, for their wisdom, for their assistance, for the expansion that they helped to cultivate within me, and just sat with any emotions that came up. And it was emotional last night, and I didn't try to push away anything that came forward. I just sat with it, and then I let my body rest and I slept. And now waking up this morning to this amazing sunrise and the morning call of the birds. So blessed to have so many birds in this garden, and they truly are beautiful to hear. They have such keys, such gifts for us if we just get outside to hear their morning call around about 4:30 every day. So this is an important part of the ceremony, to wake up and see the sunrise, to witness the sun, to witness and recognise the new light within that is being born, and to affirm what the new energies, the new space that you've created within through that ritual. What would you like to see to come into your life? So I'm going to just take some time after this video to tune in, although my soul very much knows exactly what it's ready to receive, but sometimes I just like to engage the ego, engage the mind, and write down those things as well, just to help keep the focus. So beautiful friends, thank you for hearing me, and I hope that if at any point you would like to do a death rite too, then just get in touch. I'll gladly help you as best as I can. And this very much is a time for rebirth. So whatever you want to transform, it's here for you all the time. And great energies to call in would be Archangel Azrael, that will happily guide you through the process of transformation. And another mantra that you can use is the mantra Sata Nama. Sata Nama, the 4 primal sounds that signify infinity, life, death, and rebirth, the eternal cycle that we're always going through in every moment. And Sata Nama mantra really does help us to get to grips with the cycle of life, that there is no physical death, it's just a transition into something else, and that's okay. So with all my love from this beautiful space, goodbye.